Far-right wingers like nothing more than talking about how a black civil rights figure once said that the ultimate enemy of black people is the white moderate. They will normally say any figure, from Malcolm X to Martin Luther King Jr., held this belief. They normally bring it up to say that liberals are the ultimate enemy of black people, and sometimes will go as far as saying that a white nationalist has a common interest with a black civil rights figure. This is of course very delusional and stupid. There are so many holes that can be poked in this weird yet common argument. The first thing, of course, is that these random out-of-context quotes do not properly represent the actual beliefs of the people who are being quoted. We also have the fact that, as a side note, white nationalism is not in any way linked to the interests of black civil rights leaders who supposedly also want an ethno-state. This is stupid. Civil rights figures do not want an ethno-state. The only people who do are fringe lunatics known as black separatists. White nationalists and black separatists are fringe nutjobs, and both ideologies are hateful and irrational, leading to horrible crimes against the other side. Back to the point. What I really want to focus on here is the idea of the white moderate, who these black civil rights figures supposedly dislike. The right-winger will pretend that in this quote the black civil rights figure is talking about modern progressives and liberals. The issue with this is that it misses the fact that a white moderate 60 to 70 years ago is not the same as a white moderate today. Trying to apply these quotes today is in most cases stupid and bad faith. Moderate is a word which has a meaning based almost completely on context. A white moderate back then was likely to be far more racist and reactionary than any white moderate now. You cannot compare a moderate who defends or has not made up their mind on segregation with a modern white progressive or liberal who supports Black Lives Matter. The modern white moderate is far from perfect. They are, however, vastly different to the white moderate of the 50s or 60s, who existed in a very different context and was therefore moderate in not quite the same way, on not quite the same issues. The far right will pretend these moderates are the same because they are disingenuous fools, willing to say anything to make a point. They love nothing more than talking out of context and bringing up these stupid, rubbishy quotes. Don't be fooled by their dishonest games. Context matters, out-of-context quotes are not the be-all end-all of political discussions, and far-right wingers are disingenuous morons. A modern white moderate, although not perfect, is a bigger friend of ending racial issues than any deranged right-winger.